Hello everyone, welcome to Wrath of Math Lessons. I'm your host Sean Ian. In today's video we are going over how to find the circumference of a circle. We're going over the three main ways to do it. I'm not going to go through specific examples because, the process of calculation is very simple. There's nothing tricky about that. You either leave it in terms of pi or round to the nearest whatever decimal place on a calculator. So the first main formula, this is the most common one you see, is circumference equals pi times d, where d is the diameter of the circle. So if you know the diameter of the circle, you could just multiply it by pi, and that is your circumference. Easy as that. The other one is c equals 2 pi r. I should say another one instead of the other one because we have more other ones. Now r, of course, is the radius of the circle. When I say r is the radius in particular, I mean r is the length of the radius, just like I mean d is the length of the diameter, because the diameter and the radius are both line segments, but here we're talking about their length. So 2 pi r is the formula for circumference. You use this if you know the radius. It's just like pi d, it's just another form of this, which they all are, except the radius is half of the diameter. So you've got to multiply it by 2. It's just another way of writing pi d. 2r is equal to d, so naturally this formula will give you the same thing as this formula, which is the circumference of the circle. So if you know the radius, multiply it by 2, multiply that by pi, and that is your circumference. And then the other most complicated formula that you probably won't have to use often, but here it is, just so you can use it if you need to. This is the formula for circumference if you know the area of a circle, and that is 2 pi, and then we're going to multiply, just like up here, by radius, but we're multiplying by radius in terms of the area, so that if you know the area, you can use this formula. So it's 2 pi multiplied by the square root of the area divided by pi. And the square root of the area divided by pi is equal to the radius, which we can see using the area formula. Area equals pi r squared. So r squared equals area divided by pi, dividing both sides by pi here, and then we just take the square root, and I will write that right over here, and that leaves us, of course, with radius equals square root a divided by pi, and that's what we can use to just plug that value of r into our r in this circumference formula, and you get this one that you can use if you know the area. That's the only variable here. You got a couple pi's, you got a 2, so if you know the area of the circle and you want to know the circumference, divide it by pi, take the square root, and then multiply that by 2 pi, and that is your circumference. So these are all of the three main circumference formulas, one for if you know the diameter, one for if you know the radius, and one for if you know the area of the circle you're working with. So I hope this video helped you understand the three main formulas for finding the circumference of a circle and how to use them. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, need anything clarified, or have any other video requests. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time, and be sure to subscribe for the swankiest math videos on the internet.
I can hear your voice from all the way up here, dear. Won't you please come to me? You love it up here, dear. There's a light where I